Oh, that bar was really quick. Good evening, everybody. Today is Tuesday, the 12th of February, 2019. On the panel is Patricia and Kosta. Good evening, you two. Good evening, chat room.
Good evening, everybody.
Hello, everyone. Hi, Kosta. Hi, Karen.
Hello, my darling.
Hi,
Right.
Karen. Hi, Patricia.
For Kosta's evening, we're going to put the chat room up. So I'm going to share the chat room. This terrifies me, Kosta. I did the wrong thing. Hey, there we are. We're there.
Wow.
So we have our chat room up on screen. Let me put it on me. So, Kosta,
yeah.
we are joined here today because you are having an etymology for beginners.
Yes, Kalispera. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for coming. I would like to say a few things. There are some words about etymology, the history, where it comes from. And I asked Karen if she can upload those pages I sent to you.
I've got those ready. Are we doing a bit of the chat room first as I got it up there, though?
Yeah. Well, I can't read very well. It's very small.
Well, questions coming, Kosta. I'll probably have to tell you.
Okay. Yeah.
That's as big as it'll make it on the computer. If I open the page up, it'll just make it. I don't know. I think that's as big as it will go. So, before Kosta starts on these words that he wants to go through, as you've got Kosta here, is there any words that you'd like Kosta to break down? Not too fast here, because I've got to repeat it back. Clive said, Kosta.
But words that are Greek that have been said in English. English words are the same in Greek, because the rest I'm not so good at. That's what I want to say later. A few words about.
We've got one.
Telephone.
There's two words to be broken down. There's Satan and matrix.
No, I have one for Satan. Okay, I can do that. I have a nice one. I like it. Okay. The matrix, no. I will note it down, but I can do it next time. Because my topic involves this Satan guy. I think you'll be surprised if you know.
So you're going to do Satan, yeah?
Yes. I'm going to say about demon. Demon is a word in Greek. It's also Satan, but demon is easier to explain. You understand?
Is that it? That the answer?
No, not now. I'm going to do it after we start. I have it in my introduction.
Oh, okay. You want to leave that one on? There's another word then. What about gravity?
I don't have that one. I can do it. Okay, I can note it down. I can search.
So what do you want to do, Kosta? Do you want to start doing your bit and then put those words in afterwards? Maybe we'll take the questions afterwards, because I think Kosta's got what he wants to do in his mind.
Yeah.
And
yeah, it's better. Listen to the words I say, what the topic I'm going to talk about, and then you can send some words regarding that. I don't want to open a lot of windows, let's say.
What do you want me to do then? Do you want me to then show the...
Can you show that page? Yes, that page I sent to you.
Okay then. Hang on, chat room. Chat room's coming off and I'll use the other one. Hang on. I'll put the chat room back up later.
Okay.
Right, there you go.
Okay, one moment. So this is etymologicum magnum, okay? Etymologicum megas in Greek. Abbreviation EM or ETIMM in older literature is a traditional title of a Greek lexical encyclopedia composed at Constantinople by an unknown lexicographer around 1150 AD. It is the largest Byzantine lexicon and draws on many earlier grammatical, lexical, and theoretical words. Its main sources were two previous etymologica, the so-called Etymologica Genium and the Etymologica Quadium. Okay, the rest is not important.
Yeah, Kosta wants me to read that.
put the next one.
Okay, I have to stop screen sharing and then...
Yeah. So it's a history about this lexicon, which is a dictionary, basically. It was a dictionary of ancient Greek. And then translated. At this time, it was still in an ancient language. So...
You are, it's up, Kosta.
You have the other one now?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me find it. So, Orion of Thebes was a 5th century
Wait a minute, have I got that? Yeah, that's right. I've got the right one, haven't I?
Yeah, it was a 5th century grammarian of Thebes in Egypt. Okay, you know the city Thebes. Thebes. The teacher of Proculus, the Neoplatonist, and of Evdokia, the wife of Emperor Theodosius II. He taught at Alexandria, Caesarea...
I'm not sure if I've got the right one up. This one says something different. I may have... Sorry, everybody. It's my fault. We had it ready. Let me just go back and get the right...
Okay.
It's the Orion one, yeah?
Orion, yes.
But everything you said wasn't on there.
And maybe it's... You have this Ananotaras. Okay, the additional precepts.
Yeah, that's it. Sorry,
okay.
the Orion one. Yeah, sorry, my fault. Let's put it back on now. You can see that we're not professionals here. Sorry about that, everybody.
No worries. Okay. So
right,
Orion,
there you go.
Okay. So Orion of Thebes, who died in 460 AD, was a 5th century grammarian of Thebes in Egypt, the teacher of Proculus, the Neoplatonist, and of Evdokia, the wife of Emperor Theodosius II, and he taught Alexandria, Caesarea, and Cappadocia, and Constantinople. He was the author of a partly etymological lexicon. Okay, so you can put the other one now, the last one.
Okay.
Okay. It's on.
No, wait a minute.
Well, okay. Yeah, that's it. So
Okay.
This is the Editio Principes of the Etymologicum Magnum. So the Editio Principes was a principal edition. So it was the first edition. It was taken from all the scripts, put into a book together. All these words were put into one lexicon. Before it was just scattered around. Published by Zacharias Kalergis and Nikolaos Vlastos under the patronage of Ananotaras at Venice in 1499. So like after 1,000 years. And the typeface was designed and cut by Kalergis, model on his own handwriting. Okay, this is more about the decoration. Okay, so that's it. We can go on.
You want me to stop sharing that now?
Yeah, stop sharing. Yeah. So this book, these words that we have now translated from ancient Greek to Greek, and then after that, this lexicon was translated into English at some point. I think in the late 1800s, somebody translated from Greek to English. So you can still read it, but the influence of that book from Venice, because she went to Venice after that, and the books were translated in Latin as well. So all the Renaissance in Italy, what happened at that time, the Renaissance is because of these books. Not only the lexicon, there were some other books that got saved. And then from then on, we have, let's say, a big patronage of what was happening in today's world. So most of this, what we are saying about the ancient Greek philosophers, and then the Alexandrian library and all this, what we have now, it's around 5% of what was at that time. So all the 5% now we have is all the literature, all these old things we have was saved from this way. Okay, so I think it's a positive thing. This truth cannot be hidden. So if you are searching and wanted to find out things,
go to Greek. It's the Greek language. Go to the Greek language if you want to know more.
Exactly, yes, because, okay, I'm not here to promote this thing or something. It's not my thing. I'm just traveling. I'm in the UK now, so I came here to find out more things about the languages and truth. It helped me a lot. And I see here people are more interested, especially in the United States of America. They have 160, maybe more, 165 theses in universities that teach about the ancient Minoan civilization. The Minoan civilization with the centaur and in Crete, that ancient civilization. And in the UK, there are 25 universities that teach that. And in Greece, you know how many? Only one. Yes, imagine that. I mean, it's an honor to know this. I feel very happy that this goes on. Respect that. It's a big respect. So yeah, I would like to start about a verse from Pythagoras. Pythagoras was told once that he was wise. Okay, some of his students told him that he was wise. You are a wise man, and so he replied, "I'm not wise." He said, "I'm not wise. Only God is wise. There's no wise man." And that's how he said, "I'm a philosopher. Like I'm a friend. I'm interested in Sophia and in wisdom. This is what I am as a human, as a person." And then his students told him, "Okay, then what comes after God? What comes after?" So he said, "Those who name the words." Okay, you get it?
Right. Okay.
So the words come, the logos comes it's a very high perspective of spirituality, let's say, what's going on, what comes from God. And he himself was very spiritual, and in his school, people were learning things about astrology, mathematics, music. They had a strict school of learning. But anyway, I want to start writing. I feel like talking too much. I just want to take you back to history to see.
You've got to explain it. We're going back.
Yeah. It's without the history, you have to look back how you came until now. This is how I see it. The line of people who taught and what happened and the times. And the sounds and things to do with the alphabet. And then you have English, which is not such a big difference. I mean, if you see the alphabet, only 3-4 letters are different. The others are the same. So if you want to learn which words are, because
English is supposed to be the nonsense language.
Okay, that's what they say. I don't know. I don't think so much. It's not my understanding. I don't have so much knowledge about this. I mean, I can't say who made it, the English language, why it's like that. I didn't search into it to have a point of view, but I think that here, this part of the world, with the Celts, you know, the Asian Irish language, the Celtic language, the Gaelic, with all this civilization was really old. Yeah, and what we said with Maria Whitley the other time, probably they gave the knowledge towards the east. I mean, towards Greece and Egypt. So there's the connection with here as well.
Well, Welsh is older than
Welsh. Yeah, Latin is older than.
Yeah, but Welsh is older than Latin.
Of course, Welsh is Atlantean. It's from Atlantis. It's very old. That's what I believe. And the same with other similar language that you have all the Celtic language and down to the Basque country, and you have it on Portugal, even in Egypt. There's a tribe in Egypt that have blue eyes and blonde and white skin. That speak a different language. Yeah, so things go back, and we're trying to find out all these connections. It's interesting.
Yeah, you like doing that, don't you, Kosta? Anyway, what are the words that you want to do, Kosta?
Okay. Let's start with etymology first. Okay, I'll write on this side in Greek and English over here. Okay. Etymología. Etymology. Yes, you see the same word. It's not anything different. So this word has two words in one. So the end, the loya, logos, so logos, so it's words. It's the expression of talking. And then etymology, wait, let me check because I have it. So etymology is it's like a pure or original or true. Yes? So true words. This is what it means in general. Yes? It's
True.
Yeah, the truth. Yeah, the truth in words. This is the meaning of the word. But when you have this in Greek, this etymos, it is connected with imi. Imi. This sound of the word goes to imi, which is I am. Yes? I am the truth. Something like that.
Yeah.
So, well, I have it written down because it's a bit complicated, because I know you will understand this. So I'm trying to make it as simple as possible. So, it's to analyze the word, also to analyze the word in pieces, to find out where a word comes from, and if you divide it in pieces. So from the word imi, which is I am, we have on, usa, and on. On. Okay, from the word on, you get name. Oops. Sorry. So the word name comes from the on, or the word being. So for something to exist, it must have a name. Yes?
Right.
Yeah. So everything must have a name. So name and being and all this is connected with etym or atom. Okay? Like we say atom, imi, all these words are connected. So I would tell you now about on. Okay, the English on, you say it's a very powerful word, because on is also the name of the true God in Greek. On means the source of creation. It's a meaning of the true God, I believe.
Oops, sorry, my phone.
Okay, I wonder if it's a bit heavy.
It's a bit annoying that we've got different languages, and we were with Dave Murphy one day, and actually all the letters, all they did was turn them round. Either they're upside down or back to front. That's all they did with all the letters. To make another language.
Yes, that's basically. Before there were like lines, and there were 30 different drawings. Yeah, that's how it goes. It changes. But one of the Greek philosophers called Hesiod, in Hesiod's cosmology, he describes the world like this. So here is the on, okay, in the middle. Then are the gods. Okay, after the gods come after. And when he's talking about the on, I mean the source of creation, they don't like to examine it so much. They find it like impossible to describe and say how it is. So they continue on the outside with the gods, which are the gods basically are the forces of creation, the electricity, all these things we have that are eternal, like sort of the 7 hermetic principles, all of those. Then
Comment put in the chat room, Kosta. If you don't know the name, you won't see it.
Yeah, that's it. It's like if there are 1,000 Karens standing, I call, hey, Karen, they will all turn, isn't it? But if I know that if you hear my voice, you will know that it's me, so you will turn. Yeah? So yeah, and the name is very important, and where it comes from. And here we have demons. Okay, and then on the fourth circle come us humans. No, sorry, heroes. Heroes and then humans. My mistake. It's not me. Heroes. And then humans. So the humans are on the fourth circle outside the middle god. And Martin Kenny, I think, was saying about this. He has a nice video about this, about the number 4 and why we are connected with the number 4. I don't know if you've seen it.
I'm not sure.
Not sure. Okay.
I've watched so much stuff.
He explains it. Yeah, it's very very nice explanation, and it goes together with this. So it's part of the, I believe, the truth, the way the system works or something. And we are trying to go, basically, we're trying to go in towards God, and this is like the flat earth, something like that. Yes?
The animal's not on there then, just asking.
Yeah, the animals must be after, I can't say, I don't know what's after that. I guess, maybe, I'm not sure. We're talking about only like spiritual and how the soul works. But I want to talk about the demons, because this is a misunderstood word. Demons means someone who is very clever, who knows. Yeah, this is what demon means. We have it misunderstood. Let me break it down. The demons or Satan, like the word before. So see, demon is the same in Greek. Demon. It's a Greek word. It's just the delta is a D. Always a delta is a D. This is the difference.
Right.
So demon is daimon. Daimon, which means the one who knows. So it has the on again. You see? He knows the actions of God, very clever. And from this word, the we have didaskalos, which means teacher. Okay, so from this that means teacher, knowledge, is connected with the demon.
Oh yeah, Keith put in the chat room, demonstrate.
Yeah. I'm demonstrating you. Yeah. So it's a very positive word. You see how they change the meaning? Even I didn't know. I don't think I knew this before. I just found out. I was like, what? It's the opposite word from what it means. So that's what they are trying to do, is not only dividing and ruling, what they say. They're trying to divide and rule our mind. It is a spiritual war, I see. They're trying to hit the word.
It's really bad, isn't it? If you grow up thinking a demon is like a devil, but really it's not. It means it's a teacher and it means wisdom.
Yes, exactly. You are afraid. They make you scared of a demon or a Satan or whatever. And it's the opposite. Let me read.
It's a bit frustrating, isn't it, really?
It's frustrating. Think about it. This what I'm saying now is not came down from heaven, and I have this. I'm just saying this. I'm reading about this. I read. It's not my fantasy or whatever. You know what I mean.
So how come no one else has noticed then that they've changed the words or made answers that don't, that aren't real?
Yeah, they do it in a way I think that no one can get blamed for. And even if someone opposes or says something, nobody can hear his voice. Anyway, let me read something from Plutarch. Plutarch, okay, was the last priest in the Oracle of Delphi. Okay, you know the Oracle of Delphi is where they went to get what is it called? They were making, I guess, predictions, like prophecies. It was the Oracle, okay? The Oracle in Delphi. Usually it was a priestess. It was a woman, and they used to go there to hear the prophecies, like before they went to battle. And it's where they had the sign, the Know Thyself, on that temple. So Plutarch was the last of the priests there, and he said, the demon knows the future before it happens. Before men plan to do it, become gods through their virtue, and others return to incarnate. Okay, so demon knows the future before it happens. So Socrates was saying about Socrates. He said he had a demon. This is what helped him become Socrates, one of the greatest philosophers. It seems that I heard a voice, not from the ears, but in my mind. I heard a voice in my mind, always telling me what not to do, without violating my free will. Yeah. So a demon would tell you what not to do. This is what helped him.
They must get on really well with the witches then.
They knew those stuff.
That's been told wrong. It means wise person. It doesn't mean someone that's going to make a spell. Put you in the pot.
But on the other hand, there are also the bad ones. But they don't do it intentionally. It's another concept. So how you see it? I mean, it's something we say bad. For us, maybe we think it's bad, but actually it's not. Maybe it's something that's going to help us in the future. Yeah. Plato said the demons are mediators from God to the people, transferring the praise of men to the gods and vice versa. So that you remember the circle I made? They were intermediates with people and gods. They can interfere with us, but we cannot interfere with them. We can pray. They listen to our praise, and they do. And then the last one was my favorite one about. And they know all their thoughts and secret deeds. And when they say, we are born with an angel, it's a kind of a teacher that connects and helps us through.
So what you're saying is the demons are good and they're just a level lower than an angel. Or different. They're not level lower, but they're part of, but
I would say a kind of angel, I would say.
And there's angels.
Yeah. I would say it's a kind of angel. Yeah, why is it they say Lucifer was an angel, the fallen angel and all that? I think that's what it is. An angel is something like it's a spiritual thing.
Can I just ask you, Costa? You're just saying the complete opposite of what everybody believes in the Bible about what a demon is. What do you say to those people that may watch this hang out later, or those that are watching?
What
Well,
what is that says in the Bible? What does that mean?
yeah. What is
A demon?
and see that this is why we have to understand the words of the Bible. Otherwise, we don't know what we're reading.
Yeah. What I believe that this is, it has to do with this system we live in now. I mean, this Babylon system. All these people that run it and do all these things we are talking about lying and changing the meanings of the earth and all this manipulation of fear mongering. You know what's going on. I think this goes back to some kind of beings that were influenced somehow, and we're bound to live in this time now. It's like a part of the story. It has to do with the Iron Age. This Iron Age we are living. This kind of cycle repeats itself, and it has to come at some point. It's not to define it. It's like. It's interesting to know, but I don't think it's as it's presented in the Bible. It's a bit too. It doesn't explain it correctly. For me, it has to do with the ego, for example. I mean, this ego we have inside us, and it wasn't in the Greek religion at the time. This wasn't existing as they made it. I think it was made after at some point, the way we know it, after the Bible was written in 324 in the Council of Nicaea. This Constantine the Great gathered a lot of scholars, a lot of wise men to make what we have now as the King James Bible, and after that. I think we started the downfall. So many of the old scriptures were either destroyed or hidden, and from then it started until now, 1,500 years or a bit more, as the history says, as they say. Yeah, we don't know about the timelines and the years. I mean, that's what they say. And we ended up in this situation now. But I'm hoping it's going to be a big breakthrough. I feel positive. Yeah. From what I'm learning, things come out with synchronicity, and like the other speaker you had the other day, the astrologer. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Miriam. Wow, she was brilliant. She was amazing. I really enjoyed it. So, can I start now? Can you let me start? I want to start about the word telephone. I want to say the word telephone. What does it mean to you?
Something you speak through to speak to someone else?
Yes, okay. Speaking. So you're speaking. So the word is here, the telefono. Okay, you see? It's the same word, Greek word. So when you break this down, sorry, here. So the phone or phony is a voice. Is your voice when you talk. And tele means from far, from a distance. Yeah, so it's voice from a distance. Your voice from a distance. The same with television. The tele means it from afar, from a distance. So you are looking from a distance. So another word with phone. Microphone. Yeah. Micro. Well, you know what it means. It's small. Yeah.
Yeah.
So small voice. It goes to a megaphone. Yeah. So a mega means big. So you talk now through a small microphone. It goes to big. Your voice becomes bigger. Do you know any other words with phone in them?
Do you want to see if the chat room come up?
Chat room. Yeah, that's chat room.
Chat room. I've got to think now.
Any musical instrument?
Trombone.
Trombone.
Well,
No.
Phone in it, has it? So
That doesn't have one.
I'm trying to think of a word with phone.
It's a nice one, though. I can explain that another time. Okay, trombone.
Well, I've got a story to that one.
Xylophone. You know what's a xylophone?
Phony.
Phony?
That means fake.
Yeah, phony, yeah. Phony would be from, it's a PH, that's how you spell it.
Yeah, that's how they spelt it. Or EY. They put phone with a Y on and a Y on the end.
Yeah, it can be, okay, it's an English word. It's made up after.
Yeah.
To explain something is fake. Yeah, something like that. Like xylophone. Again, xylo means wood. So it's like a, what is it called? Flute. Something like a flute, but a wooden one. And then you have the word symphony. Yeah. What's a symphony?
Music, instruments.
Yeah.
Band.
Yeah. So again, symphony again it's a voice, but here it's not the voice of a man, a human. It's the voice of the instrument. So you can use it in this way. So it's the sound of your voice coming out. So sing is together. So they play together the music and the sound goes out. It becomes like one voice. The sound becomes one voice. It's one song.
Hey, Kosta, before the question disappears, Mr. Thrive and Survive, Rich is in the chat room. He just wants to know, can you ask him what the word N means?
N?
E-N.
N? I didn't get it.
E-N, N.
N.
E-N.
I like it in a prefix.
Yeah.
Means in. Like N. Let me think of a word. N.
Well, that you could make the word enter out of the E-N.
Enter, yes. So enter
in Greek. What's it in Greek?
Yeah, let's find a word with N inside. And I have to find a word that's the same in English, so let me think. So endero, okay? It means intestine. How is it called in medical terms? How do you call it in gastroenterology? How is it called?
Or gastroenteritis, that's the stomach upset.
Yes. Karen, thank you. Gastroenteritis. Yes?
Yeah, gastroenteritis.
There you go. You see enter here, enter, endero. You see, gastro is the stomach inside here with the intestine. So yeah, it has to do with in. So something to the end, he asked. Mr. Travis survived. It means inside. Depending on the word you use it. So yeah, we have all the small prefixes. They're always the same. They mean something specific. Like in English, the sim is a con. Con is Latin. So sim and con means it's the same, means like together. So by a symphony, when we make a deal, when we say I agree with you, so I say the same what you are saying, we say we have a symphony. Yeah. So this was the word of man. You know, when you gave your word to somebody else, this is what it was meaning. It means that you are going to do it. And then they brought the contracts. Now we have contracts that we don't say, we don't speak, we just sign off. So our voice doesn't count anymore. I think this is the worst thing that can happen to us. The way we do all the contract words, signing papers. But if you don't say it by your voice, it's like you didn't declare it. I think the contract is the biggest scam. That's what's keeping us away, like locked up. The slave world we live. Okay. I'll give you another one. My second one. Okay, phony. I think there's no any other words with phony. I can't think now. Okay, let's go to the días. The diálogos. So dialogue is diálogos is the same word. So this is broken down with dia and logos. Logos we explained before. They are the words, the voice you are talking, everything with letters, the sound also. So dia means Zeus. You know Zeus. Dias, Zeus. So he was the king of the god of the gods. Yeah, like we showed before on the circles. So first was the on, and then were the gods. So Dias comes there. So diálogos, so when we are talking with each other, it's like talking with God in a sense. Yeah, because you are the same part with me and we are talking and God is connected. You know, something like that. Okay, it's a bit vague. So many words have these dias inside. Let me drink some water because I'm thirsty. Okay, so you have the diagnosis. So again, diagnosis. So what do you do when you go for diagnosis? What do you do currently? You go to a doctor, yeah?
Well, I haven't been to one in a long time, but yeah, we do go to doctors.
Yeah, to give you a diagnosis.
Well, some people go to doctors. I haven't been in 4 years, so no.
Yeah, also yeah, for your car, also a diagnostics for the car. So
Garage.
diagnosis is knowledge.
Not a garage then.
So again, here has to do with the planet Jupiter, because he's the biggest planet. This is what Zeus means. It's connected to Jupiter. It has to do with something going through. So expanding and going through all the time. So he's going through from the knowledge to explain to you what's wrong. Or another word is again, India. Yeah. India, in Greek, is the same word. So in India, because so spiritual, that's why they gave India the name India. So it means that God is in India, in there, in the land. So, you know, it makes it more interesting for people to know. We consider India is the most spiritual country in the world. And there was a connection with the ancient Greeks, exchanging knowledge in that time. This one is nice. I like this one. So, wait. That connects with the other, the Satan before you were saying. Diabolic. Yeah?
Yeah, favourite word right now at the moment. Diabolic.
It's a favorite word. Yeah. You see, again, what does it mean? This I think, here you understand the meaning of the devil tonight. I'm going to explain it. Again, we have Diaz again, okay, Diaz, which is, as we said, the Zeus is a god of the gods. He knows everything. He is the top. You know, he has if you see his statue, he's holding a thunder, isn't it? Have you seen the statue of Zeus? It's like a metal. I'm not sure what it's made of. He's holding a thunder, ready to throw it down on humanity, let's say. And that thunder is a shape of like a Z, isn't it? This is the thunder. Makes the shape of a Z, and it's electricity. It's a very powerful letter in the alphabet. And you see the English finish at the Z. Z is the last one. Okay, but it's not the last. If you see it like a circle, it's what gives the power generator. The zzz. That's why Zeus again Zeus is like when you throw. It's from the sound of the thunder coming down onto the earth, onto humanity. Let's say it makes this sound. Zeus. Yeah, you hear me? Zeus, and it falls down. That's how they made up these words. So diabolic. Okay, again, Diaz, Zeus, Jupiter, Bolic. It's like a ballistic missile. Yeah, when they throw a missile, it means to throw. From ballistic. So you are throwing at God. This is what the diabolic means. Your actions, your bad deeds, what wrong you are doing, when you are sinning against God. This is what it means, diabolic. Yeah, it's connected with demonic. It has a close connection. It doesn't mean what the people think.
So what did that make you feel like when you read that then? Like, and you realised?
Well, it's lately I'm reading like Greek philosophers, all that. The last 3 months, 4 months, and I'm finding out, yeah.
What my question sort of is like, what do you think? People will accept that, especially like people who are into religion. They're going to think, well, no, you're still being silly now because the demon is the demon.
Yeah, you see. Yeah. Let them find out, and they check where words come from.
But not many people will they, Kosta?
No, because okay, we're in England now. In English, you have to, because you don't know, is that word coming from Greek? You wouldn't know. It's hard to know, except if it's one of those medical terms or mathematical that you hear the word and you sort of get it. Yeah, this word doesn't sound very English. It must be Greek. If you connect it and then sit down and find out, I think it will help you a lot. This is what I'm doing today. This is why I'm saying this. These words. I know it's not easy to understand exactly. I will try. That's why it's an introduction. And me too, I'm not very good at this. I'm trying to present it as well as I can, but it's a bit. I find it a bit. Another word, because I think if you know Diaz, like we said today, if you understand it, I think we all know what Jupiter means in astrology. Why is it the biggest planet? The god, the power he has, and he lets Jesus, let's say, to connect with humans, and we are trying to reach into the hero state, and then we can go on further. I think this is our aim in life.
Then?
Excuse me?
Who are the heroes?
The heroes are, I would say, people who made an impact on humanity in a positive way. Say, I don't know, let's say now, say Bob Marley. Bob Marley was a hero. For me, he's a hero. What he sang, what stayed until today in his meaning for, let's say, freedom to humanity, his positive expressions. Because he was saying the truth, let's say it a simpler way, and it came out naturally. For me, that's a kind of hero. No, others have others, of course. Okay, there are many. There are many who passed who did their calling, who followed the calling, and they presented this. So if you notice, everything comes from words. It has to do with music and words and actions that stay. And that's what we are doing. Like you, I think you are doing a good cause. From Hermes Trismegistus, he's a bringer of words. He's one of the gods, let's say, in a sense, because again we confuse the word gods with like persona or some entities that come. It's different. It's the energies of this spiritual system, let's say, and how everything works. That's what we're finding out.
Kosta, I've got a word for you.
Yes.
It's in the chat room. He wanted to know, could you spell Jesus in Greek? Write it in Greek.
Yeah, okay. So, Jesus. It has two E's. So it sounds like it has two E's. Jesus. Okay, you can't say it again as Zeus with Zeus. Is there a connection here again? Zeus with Zeus. So it has a connection. I believe it has a connection, but I think he's like Jesus in the ancient Greeks would be Apollo. Okay, Apollo was the one who was connecting with humans, taking his power or influence from above, from Zeus, who was the god above him. So this Trinity thing also existed in the ancient world, but it was expressed differently. But yeah, Jesus and then Christ. So the CH in English, okay, the CH makes the X in Greek. So the K becomes a H. It's a small change, but this means the crescent one. Crescent? I'm not sure it's correct. So Chrismenos. So the anointed one, the anointed with oil. This is what Christ means. But another word would be hybrid. You know what a hybrid is? A car that runs on electric and fuel together. Yes. So híbrido. So here, okay, the dias is not exactly seen inside. It's a small change. So the English put the letter H in front of many words, in front of many Greek words. For example, Hellas, which is the name of the country. They call it Greece, but the normal name is Hellas. That's why you have the Hellenic civilization, Hellenic. And again, they have the H again in front of the L. You see the L in front of the L. So Elas with the L is connected. That's why it has this name. And they put there deliberately, I think, to make hell. Yeah. Yeah. See, some letters, I think they were put deliberately, but that's why again I'm saying, and this I don't have knowledge. I mean, I have to find out. Okay, we're saying that words have this way and they mean that or this, but if you don't check and know the source where it comes from. But I think, yeah, there could be some word manipulation. Oh, there is. I think there is, yes. I think I agree on that. To make it sound differently. Yes. Like I said, it's a word on consciousness.
You've done really well, Kosta, because not only have you got to translate it in your brain from Greek into English, in a sense, you've been doing it for that long, have you? Like, it's hit you with a ton of bricks, everything, the whole of mythology, etymology, and you've just like been reading and feeding and taking it all in. And
Exactly. It started with the word, some words, tragedy, I didn't know what it was meaning, tragedy. I started looking into that. Okay, from videos, from others, yeah. And it started growing. I really look forward to it, to learn about words. And the good thing I like, foreign languages, to compare. So hybrid is again a plant. Some plants are hybrids, isn't it? Like broccoli, I think. I think broccoli is a hybrid. It was something else and they made it into broccoli. So to make a hybrid in plants or other things, it means that you break down the original, how it was made from God, and you separate it, you do it into something else. So that's, in Greek, that would be ivri, means it's like a curse. So you are cursing God. This is what the word means, a hybrid. So now I know it doesn't make sense. But if you see what they are doing, how many hybrid species we got on Earth that the humans created. So only we can make this hybrid stuff. And I think that's about action against God, because we interfere with nature, and I think we don't know what we are doing at some point.
yeah, we didn't know what they'd done to everything, so you sort of have to wake up.
Yeah. And with us, I think they must have done something to humanity, some kind of reset, something's going on.
It only takes a few generations for people to forget things.
Exactly, yeah.
Because so many people have gone like, oh, flat Earth, it's new, and it's not new.
It's not new.
It's just they haven't talked about it for 20 years, so it seems new, but it isn't. It's always been here.
It's always been here.
It always will.
Yeah, like that. Astrology.
I did one, didn't I? That's not a very nice word, but it's therapist, which is the rapist.
The rapist. Therapy is nice. Therapy is another one. Yeah, it's nice. Oops, writing English. You see, like these words exactly from Greek, so I can say a few things. And it's nice. Therapia. Okay. Therapy. Therapy is the same word. The thu here, the letter thu has to do with
Can I just say one thing, Kosta? They might be spelt quite alike, but we don't speak the same language, do we?
Yeah. So again, if you have the th, make the so sound. Therapy. So again, it's not easy to guess that this word is Greek. I know what you mean.
Isn't it amazing though that if the words are quite similar, but our language, I wouldn't know. If you stood there speaking Greek, I wouldn't hear. The words are so similar, but I wouldn't hear it like that because the language is so different when it's spoken.
Yes, but the good thing is that you speak it again. You say the words. You get me? If you say therapy are so close that you make the same sound. So the word is still there. This is the important thing. If we keep the sound of the word, then it's a correct one. Because again, we go back to those who created the words. They must have known the sound it was making, the vibration, and the resonance, how it came out. They could see, I believe, how it was coming out of the mouth. If it was creating the correct word, the meaning of the correct word. And meaning has to do with the mind. It's a mindful thing. And they had certainly a much higher knowledge than now. It was a completely different. We can't understand what's going on, I think. To come up with all this system of language and words. I think it's amazing. It's the best thing ever. There's nothing better.
There's a question for you in the chat room again. It's Super Leads. He said, can you ask Kosta if he thinks in Greek or English or both?
Oh, both, yeah. I have to think in English because now, before I speak tonight, I have to make it a bit in my mind. But it doesn't come out as I was. Always something happens.
Well, it's hard, isn't it, talking in another language? You do very well. You understand me, so that's good, Kosta.
I understand you. No, you have a good accent. I like your talking. It sounds very, very clear.
Hey, that's good.
Yeah. Okay. Therapy. Theos. So all the like theology, the theology. So every time you have the thu in English, when it's a th, it has a connection with God. Again, theater. What is a theater? This is a nice word. Again, here, theatro. So Thea means it's a female goddess. Thea should be Thea, but Thea means it means a vision of God. Yeah, this is what theater means. Isn't it nice? You get the point?
Yeah. Sorry, that's muted.
The theater is a place where you go to watch something, a spectacle, something for amusement or music, whatever it is. So, in a sense, the meaning of the word is the way God is looking at us, like what theaters we are doing on Earth. It's like the Truman Show, something like that.
I've got another question for you in the chat room, Kosta.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a weird one, but anyway, Martin wants to know, do you cry in English or Greek?
Right. To cry?
What would it be, when you think or whatever? Is it in English or in Greek?
I think in Greek. Yeah, most thinking in Greek.
Yeah, you would, wouldn't you, really? I suppose.
Of course, let me...
I bet you don't know anymore.
No. Any other words? Does anybody want any word?
Okay, chat room.
Just one words from with dia in them.
Dear.
Oh, okay, I'll tell you another one. This is maybe it's time to close down. I think we've been talking some time. My voice has its tone lower. Yeah? You told me one day.
Oh, you're okay. Actually.
I'm an octave lower.
Yeah, you're gone through quite bassy, but you're okay today, Kosta.
So what was going to say?
What are you writing?
Dieu et montra. You know this?
I don't know now. Explain.
Dieu et montra. It's written on the English coat of arms.
Right.
You know this lion, the unicorn, the sun, the moon. It's written there. It means God and my right. God, and it's French. God and my right. And this is a coat of arms of the kings and queens of England. This was written like 1,000 years ago, and it's still now going on. It means God and my right to rule. To rule the country. So basically, it means the queen now, for example, has the right from God to be the representative of God to rule England, the UK. And again, Dio means God is again the Dias. Dias, Zeus. Again, it comes from here. But they manipulated this word to mean something else. I mean, how come they have a right from God to rule us here? They say, they claim that God gives them the right. Okay, which God? What are you talking about?
I've got a word for you in the chat room. Mango asks about diabetics.
Diabetic, yeah, very nice, very nice. Diabetic. With diabetes, yes?
Yeah.
Diabetes. Yes, it's a Greek word. Diabetes. Always the D becomes a D. It's the same. Just we have three E's in Greek, not this the I. So dia means like here it means four, and vitis means life. So it means you have it for life. Vitis, diabetes, means when you have biology. So biologia, the biology betis, it means life. So diabetes means something that you have for life. This is the meaning of diabetes. Most of us think that it's something to do with it's the sugars and all that, the pancreas not producing the insulin and all that, but it's something, it means that if you get this, you have it for life.
I've got another one for you. Clive wanted to know autograph.
Nice, I like. You see all these words? Again, they know. The chat room is picking up now. I think they understand. Autograph. So, αυτόγραφο in Greek. Αυτόγραφο, autograph. You see the AU is the same. Is it clear though? My screen is...
Yeah, we can see it.
So, auto and graph, these two words. So, auto means like from the self. So, auto means self. A graph is so this is a graph can be writing. Yeah, graph means to write. Also a graph, writing, like you can make a say a graph, for example. Yeah, that is. It means it has two-three meanings. But basically means to write, and when you write, you basically make it like it's like diagrams, isn't it? You sort of draw your letters of your signature is like a diagram.
In the chat room, Kill the Beast has written signature equals enslavement, autograph equals freedom.
Wow, wow, wow. Wow, perfect. I love that. Yeah, your autograph is your self-identity, in a sense.
Thank you there, Kill the Beast.
Thank you, thank you. Very, very, very well done. I said another word. Again, diagram.
Kosta. When you finish that, Nimble Horse wants to know what Kosta means.
Oh, okay. It is Latin. Yeah. So, it comes from Constantine, Constantinos Constantine, and it's in short is Kosta. Yes, that's where it comes from. But Constantine means constant. Yes, it's English. Latin it means constant, constantly going on.
Kosta is constant.
Kosta, yeah, exactly. That's what it means.
Okay, there. That was Nimble Horse, I think you asked that.
Thank you, Nemo. So then we have diagram. So diagram.
What about digest?
Digest. Digest is from Latin, I think. It's to do with. You know what it means in Greek? Pepsi. The Pepsi Cola. Yes?
Yeah.
Pepsi Cola. Pepsi means digest. That's what it means. Did you ever think about it?
So you're going to have a glass of digest.
Yeah. Pepsi Cola. They got it from there. So digest. I'm going to write it down. Maybe next time. I have to find it. It's a nice word. But all these words are not good. This, when it has this, it shows negativity. Like dislike, yeah, dishonest.
Disgust.
Yes, yeah, the this is negative. The dia
Honest.
is positive. Dishonest, dysentery, Again, we have problem with your intestines. Yeah, these are negative.
And the con as well. Anything with con on it.
Con. Yeah, con means together as well.
So what does it mean? It's a con or it's together?
Wait, when you say con, like convict,
Yeah.
it sounds because they say con is a convict, and you assimilate it that it means the same. But it's no, it's Latin. It just means together, like contract, conspiracy, control. Yeah, it has a bit of a negative aspect. I think. Yeah. You see, all these words have this negativity. Control. Yeah, it's control.
Well, Nimblehorse has been in the and looked in the dictionary. Or for Latin, digest is distributed, dissolved, digested from the verb, whatever that is, digeri, from die apart. I can't say it. I'm sorry. I can't read it right. Girary, the noun from Latin, digester, matters methodically arranged, from digestus, divided.
Digestus divided.
Yeah, it's been arranged, but it comes from digestus divided. I suppose it does it, doesn't it? It has to divide everything to digest it.
Yeah, yes, correct. Yeah,
sorry about the spelling then, just sorry. Oh.
Yeah, digestión in Spanish. Yeah, what we were saying.
Yeah, Kosta, we've been going for about, I don't want to go too long, and we've been going about an hour and a half, but it's different, isn't it, when you're actually just got the camera on you, and you know, you come on quite a few of our hangouts, you usually can't get a word in edgeways. you want to ask questions. I notice Kosta unmutes and then he waits and he waits. This is why Patricia doesn't say very much, because by the time she's unmuted, she's missed her spot. But today you've had all the attention on you, the camera's on you, but it's a bit different, isn't it? It's a bit nerve-wracking, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm trying to give out some knowledge, some basic words to know, some letters. You start from that. I think it helps if you want to give your time to search this way. I mean, to see the letters and to see what is the difference and why two letters together make that sound and another language makes that. I think it's gonna lead you to a good path.
Oh, see, Odyssey in the chat rooms put Kosta sound guy.
And next time, we'll have to make one about music. Because music has a...
Have another hangout at some point, you know, in a few weeks or something.
Yeah, a few weeks. Yeah, but I have to prepare a bit better with some pictures and maybe video to make it a bit more interesting. I think there you get more knowledge.
Yeah, also we're going to arrange something, aren't we, me and you? Just something small. We're going to go to
yeah, we're going to
Right Ring Circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not doing it for a few, you know, maybe, I don't know, 4 weeks or something. In March, in the middle of the summer, you know, the equinox. We thought we'd go like spring, which is like halfway through. That
exactly. Yeah. Oh, I can't wait. Yeah, Maria Whitley.
Yeah, Kosta's going to pick Marie Wheatley up.
It's gonna be fun. Yeah. She's gonna tell us about her.
Yeah, she came on to talk about her book, the Roll Right Ring Circle, and now we're going to go there. I can't believe that though. Very just quickly, there's a change of subject, Kosta, but you know, when you think of all the stone circles, knowing that they are in France, I know they're in Minorca. There's loads of other places that they are. But when I said to her, well, where's the biggest one? She said, well, there was a bigger one in England, but it's England and it's Avebury. That's the biggest stone circle. But the most complete one of the most complete ones is the Rollright. That's a lot smaller.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. Like Avebury, the biggest stone. Well, I know it's only part of there, but in the UK.
Yeah, it's the biggest one. Yeah, we've been there. We saw it.
Yeah, we went there, didn't we? And with Keith, Flat Earth Dahl, or was in the chat room earlier on. We met Keith there as well. It was a good day, that was.
We enjoyed it. Yeah.
And then we saw the big pyramid.
Pyramid.
Like, what's going on?
Yeah. Exciting times.
Yeah.
It's better we have a bit more time ahead. I think it's a better day. We go earlier, we stay longer.
Yeah, we'll probably have to go and do Silbury Hill again, Kosta, another day. Kosta had to go a bit earlier, and then I met up. We went to the Long Barrow, which is there because they're all very close to each other.
Yeah.
Oh, there is another question for you. Super Leeds, he says it's off topic, but what does Kosta feel about how Greece is doing economically?
Oh, nice question. You see what's happening. We were talking now these words, so everything comes from. I told you about the history about this book, of the dictionary of these words that we have today. Because if we didn't have that book, we would know much less today. We would be very, very behind. So there's a spiritual war on Greece, deliberately, I believe. And economically, they're trying to destroy them in a sense, but they can't. I think they can't because the spirit of truth is out. What you are talking and what's going on in the West.
Can I say something about that? Can I say something? I was in Turkey myself, which aren't in the EU. Well, they want to be in the Euro. I don't know why, but anyway, they want to be in the Euro. They weren't, and I remember going over I was in Turkey where basically Greek people couldn't even take money out of their bank accounts.
Yeah, you see what happened. Yeah,
I don't think it will work because the one thing that you have that places maybe like the UK and other places don't have anymore is communities, and the fact that people, they'll do more bartering because they've got the olives or the wine or the oil. So they obviously barter with each other. They've got a medium to barter with in the first place, their crops. We don't have that here, do we? We've just run to the supermarket. And I just remember even in Turkey, they have these sort of fairs still, they're not fair with rides and that. They're jams and vegetable fairs where you're bartering your goods. Because that's what they used to do. Well, I'll have 4 pots of jam and I'll take your cabbages. They still do that. They have it more ceremony, once a year or something. But Greece, it would be like that.
Yeah, I think this is a normal life. We've been away from that system a long time ago, and it has to come back. I don't know what's going to happen, but I think Greece will be playing a major role with what's happening in the world. I think they have people with influence that are in high powered societies, and they know the truth, and they're going to help. They're going to help the situation. Because what do we say now? Well, these teachings of the words, what is being taught in universities and in this system.
Well, don't you, Kosta? When they brought the euro in, it basically devalued most of those countries. It devalued everything. So, say in Spain, everything was 99 pesetas. Now, euro, which really was 2 pesetas.
2 Gooseberry, yeah.
So everything doubled for them, and that's what happened in Greece.
Yeah, Greece had a lot of factories. They produced cars. They had an industry. They had oil. They have a lot of wealth. It's a very rich country.
You know what? When we voted to come out of Euro, then they devalued us overnight again. They did the same thing to us, and it wasn't to do with being in the Euro. So they're able to do that. You know, we used to be the rich man of Europe. Now we're the poor man of Europe. So they do it to whoever they want, I think, to whoever they don't like, isn't it?
Yeah, but another thing they did is after the Second World War, they took all the gold. They took all the gold from Greece, from their banks, okay, in order to protect it from the Germans. So they told them, this alliance, English Americans, they took all the gold to protect it from the Germans, and now they keep that gold, and Greece pays them to keep the gold. You know what happens? It's all a trick. Many other countries have the same problems. So it's something going on economically that certainly we don't know. We don't know for certain what's going on. But I think that Greece it has a lot of wealth, and they can't give it back to them under some conditions. Then they're trying, but because the leaders in Greece for the last 150 years are all like Freemasons, or the presidents that they have for the last 150 years, and before that it wasn't Greece, it was like part of the Ottoman Empire. So they are traitors, they are not Greek, they are up there serving their masters, and that's what we have, unfortunately. There's nothing, no other explanation. It doesn't happen because of a misleading leader or corruption, or the way they present the Greek people that they are lazy and they just want to take the money from the banks and they owe all the time. Okay, I'm not saying that they are the best. There are people who are like say a small mafia that are trying to take from the system wherever they can, but on the big picture, it's these forces behind that control the world, and they do it deliberately, country by country. You see Venezuela what's happening, in Syria, you know, they're up to something, unfortunately. So we're trying, we're doing these hangouts for these reasons, to spread out the truth among us, and it's for me it's a mental game. If we beat them in the mental, that's it. But how we're going to do it, I think...
So I have to keep saying, they've got no power over me. They have no power over me.
Yeah.
There's a question for you, Kosta. Kosta, this is from Martin Truelove. He says, please, Kosta, what is the Greek word for mother?
It's a Greek word. It's a Greek word, midera, mother. It's the same word. And midir is a womb. And Ra, you have Ra, which means from God. Again, it has to do with the Ra, the Egyptian god of the light. Ra is always connected to the light. So mother, yeah, it's a very, very high word, of course, one of the biggest.
Martin said, thank you. I knew it.
You knew, yeah. It's connects also with the earth that gives birth to us, also to the spirit. It's well, yes, one of the highest words out there.
What about father then?
Father is not. It doesn't sound the same.
dad.
It is changed. In Greek it's pater. Okay, it's good can say. Father. You see again, the ending is the same. Father. It's just a small change. It has to do again with R. So father. R means it's connecting, something to do with connecting. So the energy that the sun, the male energy gives, and the moon, the feminine attracts. These are the two forces in nature. Yeah. But yeah, mother is for me it has a lot more meaning. And also the Gaia is a nice word. Gaia you call it. Yeah. How you pronounce it, Karen? Gaia or Gaia?
Gaia. Is it
Gaia.
G-H-I-A? I don't know. Guy.
Gaia. G-H.
Oh, I don't know. Carry on.
It's yeah. Yeah. So what's the gamma? It's always a G in English. So yeah, like we say, yeah. This is the yeah, but yeah, it's not only the Earth. This is another thing people don't know. Yeah doesn't mean the Earth only. It's all the material world. Everything that has matter, as we see with our eyes. It's not just the Earth. Everything that has matter, and the opposite is chaos. So Gaia and chaos go together. Chaos is chaos. Okay, and then the third. This is the Trinity of God in ancient Greece. Eros. You know what is Eros? Karen?
Yeah.
Eros. You must know this one.
Yeah.
What does it mean? You know the word erotic? What is erotic?
What you mean? You want me to explain what erotic is?
Yeah, what does it mean? In your own words.
I can't think of the words.
Love.
Well, you can have erotic love, I suppose, can't you? But it's usually more sort of.
Erotic means when you're attracted to someone. I find you erotic.
Yeah? Okay, yeah.
Okay. So erotic is the attraction with these two here.
My dog. Hang on, I've got to do my dog. Keep talking, Kosta.
So these three, the Gaia, chaos, and Eros, erotic. This is a holy trinity. But I can't explain this now because it takes us a long time. I can do it next time. This is a good way to understand how things work. How they explain the nation Greece, the Hesiod, cosmogony of Hesiod. All right. So what do you say? Shall we say goodbye and close down?
Oh, I'm here, Kosta. I'll speak to you.
Patricia, have you been listening all this time?
Yeah, I've been listening. I love etymology, and it's nice how you started from the basics, because sometimes we get lost in the words and stuff, but it's really good.
Yeah, correct. Like you said, you have to start from the basics. Yeah, otherwise it's...
Back now. My dog was just napping downstairs.
Trouble's back.
I'm back.
You're back? Okay, okay.
Yeah, well,
Thanks,
I want to
thanks,
come back and do
Patricia.
it again, like I say, in a few weeks' time, Costa.
All right. Arrange another one. Whenever. Tuesday is okay for me. We'll see.
Okay, well, thank you, Costa, for doing that. Much appreciated. Thank you, everybody in the chat room. Hope you really enjoyed. Thank you, Patricia.
Thank you, Patricia. Thank you, everybody. Chat room.
Thank you, Kosta.
Thank you, Karen.
That's all right, my darling.
See you
And
next time.
see you tomorrow, everybody.
Okay.
Bye, everybody. Thank you, Costa.
Bye.